All right, so guys, this is a question from the homework, and it says solve by factoring. So we got 3t squared minus 13t plus 10 equals 0. Okay, so guys, when I'm going to do these type of factoring problems, remember my first step is multiply the first number times that last number there. So 3 times 10 is going to give me 30. I'm going to make a list now. I'm looking for all the numbers that multiply to 30, but they need to add up to a negative 13. So I know 1 and 30, 2 and 15, 3 and 10, 5 and 6, and I think those are all the numbers that multiply to 30. And so since I'm trying to get to a positive 30, but with a negative 13, I know that both my signs are going to have to be negative. So negative and negative will multiply to a positive number, and then they'll add up to a negative number. So minus 1 and a minus 30 is a minus 31. This is a negative 17. Here's our negative 13. That's the numbers we want to use. So what I'm going to do now, y'all, is I'm going to rewrite this problem. I'm going to write it like this, 3t squared, and I'm going to use these numbers now. Minus 3t minus 10t plus 10 equals 0. And now we're going to go ahead and use the grouping method. So the grouping method says, look, let me box those first two in, and we can factor out a 3t, and I'm left with a t minus 1. And then I'm going to circle these two guys, and the first thing I notice is that piece is negative. So I'm going to take a negative 10 out, and that's going to leave me with a t minus 1 equals 0. Now we know we're doing this right if that piece and that piece match up, and they do. So t minus 1 and 3t minus 10 equals 0. And then we're going to set each part equal to 0. So t minus 1 equals 0, and 3t minus 10 equals 0. I'm going to write that on the next slide so I don't run out of room. T minus 1 equals 0. 3t minus 10 equals 0, right? That's what it was? Yes. Okay, so now when I move this 1 over, since I'm crossing the equal sign, the sign of my 1 is going to change. That's a positive 1. Same thing over here. When I move that 10 over, the sign of that 10 is going to cross the equal sign, so it's going to change, become a positive 10. Now we got to divide both sides by 3. Since 10 doesn't go, or 3 doesn't go nice and neat into 10, we're going to leave it like that. So guys, when I come back over here, look at the two answers we came up with. 1 and 10/3. All I'm going to do right here, I'm going to put 1, comma, 10 over 3. Okay, let me write in block so you can see a little bit better. 1, comma, 10 over 3. And that's my answer for this particular question. Okay, question number 1.